The final thing to show you in this series of videos is what to do when you want to update your book. You take it into the previewer on Amazon Kindle, or you preview it in the Kindle previewer on your computer, and you find that there's some changes that you need to make and you need to regenerate the EPUB. Before we do that though, this is the previewer on Amazon, and you'll notice up here now under the table of contents we've got this NCX view, which if I click on it, that shows you the NCX table of contents, which will now appear on Kindle devices and will satisfy Amazon Kindle if your book does get considered for the Great on Kindle program. Let's close that down. So to make changes to your book, you'd open up the docx file, you'd make your changes, you would save your file again as web page filtered, and then open up Sigil. Let's load in the EPUB, and you can see here is the EPUB that we had. I can show you if I double click on that in the preview. This is the book, double click on the cover. But let's suppose that in Word I've made changes. I've resaved it as HTML or web page filtered, and I want to update this. The first thing you need to do, and there may be another way of doing it, but this is the way that I've found that is foolproof, is to right click on the file you want to replace and click on delete. That will bring up a screen like this where you can say delete marked files. Now if your book has images, you'll find all of those images are listed under the images here. You need to delete those as well, because if you don't, then when you try to import your HTML again, Sigil will try to import those files and you can end up with duplicates and you can end up with missing or wrong files in your book. So I've selected all those, right click delete, let's just delete those, and then we can just go back in and we can import the file again. And you see it imports all those images once again. Just make sure this order is correct. You've got the cover, you've got the HTML navigation, and then you have the document. Now, before we continue, we need to go in and we need to regenerate the navigation. If you don't, then the EPUB probably will fail when you try to check it in your Kindle previewer. So go to Table of Contents, click on Generate Table of Contents, just go through that process again, make sure the Table of Contents is correct, click on OK. That will then save the EPUB, and then you can upload that to Kindle. So updating your books is fairly easy. You update it in Word, save it as the HTML web page filtered, and then delete the file from your Sigil ebook or your EPUB book. If you have any images, delete those as well, and then re-import, and then finally make sure you regenerate your table of contents. Then when you save it, the EPUB will be updated and you can upload that to Amazon Kindle.